Hi, this is Angela's Cooking Up Trouble Facebook pages, and today we are making Polynesian meatballs. They are chicken and rice, and I do have pineapple around it, and it has a sauce that goes over it, and you put it over. The rice is actually cooked also into the meatballs as well, and it's brown rice. And then we have a mixture of brown rice and vegetables underneath it. And I'm going to tell you how to do that, and I'm going to walk you through it as we make it together. So I hope you'll enjoy the video, and it's Polynesian meatballs. I will also be doing a segment where I have it written up with all the ingredients, and you can freeze frame, pretty much pause the video to write it down if you'd like, as we go through it. But when I put all the segments together, we'll have a great video, and it'll show you exactly how to make it. Okay, thanks so much. And, oh, I'm sorry. Check out Facebook pages. Angela's Cooking Up Trouble for lots more recipes. Hope you'll enjoy this one and give it a try. Here we are, everyone, with the preparation of our Polynesian meatballs. This is our ground chicken, which you'll need a pound of that, and we have our rice here, and yes, I have a bit more. You'll use 2 cups of this, and it's your brown rice. It's going to go into your meatballs as they cook. I have a bit more, yeah, because I'm doing a gracious plenty. You can actually freeze these, but I have my soy sauce here. My green onions here, or spring onions, whichever you call it. My nutmeg, my ginger. I like to use fresh. You can use the little containers of ground, but I like to use fresh. My eggs that are mixed over there, and I have some red onions, which are kind of new. But I also have my crushed pineapple, which is going to go into the chicken and ground chicken. And I have pineapple chunks, and I drain both of these, so the juice will go into the sauce afterwards, and you'll serve it over rice as well. But so you want to make sure you do plenty of rice. But I use a lot of times you can get the bird's eye that has vegetables in it that you just steam in the microwave. And if you want to do that, it looks a whole lot prettier, and it's so much easier because you're going to take a lot of time to do this, you know. It's not that hard, but it just depends. I'm doing a lot, so it may take me a little bit. But I have all my ingredients here, and we're going to go ahead and start in just a moment. Got a storm coming up, so, oh, and I bought a pineapple so I can top it off. But the sauce will be with orange marmalade and teriyaki sauce and green onions as well. And sometimes I add a little bit of sweet and sour sauce from La Choy that kind of adds flavor to it. It's like a little bit of my magic. But anyway, we're going to get started in just a minute, and I'll show you in just a minute how we're going to put this together. I do have my oven on 350 degrees. I did a large pan, because that's what it's going to take, and I lined it, and I also sprayed it so the meatballs wouldn't even stick. But you can get the aluminum foil, it doesn't stick to, but I even sprayed it just so they wouldn't stick. But 350 degrees, and we're going to get started. All right, we'll be right back with you. Get those mixed in. And this is my ginger, and you can use the other, but it takes 1 teaspoon. But I like to add a little bit more to it because I like a little more seasoning. So we're just gonna I'm probably gonna just add half of that, or maybe a little over half. But I use fresh too. And then I'm going to put the teriyaki sauce, which we'll only use half of that in here, and then the other half will go into the sauce, which we'll get into in a little bit, because while these are cooking, we'll do the sauce. So my teriyaki sauce, I'll use about half of that. And that's usually a cup. I want to check. I want to make sure I don't want to mess up. Yeah, half a cup. Sorry. But of course for me it's a bit more, so. Okay. And I will have these, I will write it on a clip, and you can freeze frame it, pause the video, so you can see exactly, you know, what's gonna go in and all the directions and all. I'll do that for you. And it would be based on the 1 pound of chicken, which I'm tripling this, so. Oh great, here comes the train too. Yeah, I live near an airport, live near the train tracks, everything. Now we're going to use, which would normally be 2 cups of rice, but I'm doing a bit more, so. And we're going to stir that in. And the rice will cook great inside as it cooks. You want to use instant rice. So we'll definitely get that. My dogs have too. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting video. You're going to hear it all. Thunderstorm, train, my dogs howling, singing to the music of it. But at least it's not 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what time the train normally comes in anyway. We're going to get this stirred in. And once we do all that, we have everything in there. Oh, we forgot the nutmeg. Nutmeg has to go in. So I'm going to sprinkle that. And that's 1 teaspoon nutmeg. And I use the whole ones and just grind it up myself. But you can use the already done if you want. No biggie. You can even sprinkle the meat with a little bit of sugar if you want these to be a little tiny bit sweeter, but you don't need to. Okay. When you make your meatballs, you don't want to make them too big. I would say, you know, let's give you an example. I would roll up just a small meatball. That's maybe 1 by 1. And then you'll put that right up on the, I'm sorry if you can see it, 1 by 1, and so they don't take too long to cook. It takes about 30 to 35 minutes for it to cook at the 350 degrees. So we're going to make meatballs and go ahead and get this started. And I'll be right back with you. Check out Angela's Cooking Up Trouble on Facebook pages sometime. And, you know, it's easy to find. Just look for Angela's Cooking Up Trouble. I've got lots of recipes on there. And, okay, we're going to get back to this in just a moment. Okay everybody, now that we have our meatballs in the oven cooking on 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes, mine's going to take a little bit longer because I'm doing extra, but and so if you do extra, double the recipe or anything, it might take a little bit longer. But we're going to go ahead and start on the sauce. What I'm going to do is the pineapple juice that I drained from the crushed pineapple that I put into the meatballs, I'm going to pour that in the pot. And I would say that's probably, you know, after that, you know, I should put a 1/4 of a cup going to, if you're only doing a pound, a 1/4 of a cup teriyaki sauce. Of course, I'm doing a lot more, so. And it's going to be 2 tablespoons of orange, 2 heaping tablespoons of orange marmalade. Now, I like extra sauce, so I do a bit more. So you might want to just add a little bit more. And we like it a little bit sweeter. I'm going to put a little bit of ginger in that I still had, which you don't have to, but I like the ginger flavor. And I'm going to wait on the green onions because you actually don't want to, after you do bring this to a boil and you simmer it for 3 to 4 minutes, that's when you're going to do that. Now, like I said, a lot of times I do some lo choy, and I just do a little bit. Just a very little bit. Even though I'm doing a bunch. I'm going to stir all this up. Get that going. And I'm going to put this on the oven, on the top of the stove, I'm sorry, and bring it to a boil. And then I'm going to let it, turn it down on low and let it simmer for 3 to 4 minutes. And when it finishes simmering, I'm going to sprinkle the green onions in the top of it after I've turned it off. And I'm going to go ahead and put the green onions on the top and stir it up, and it'll be ready to put over the rice and the meatballs. So let's go ahead and get this sauce going, and we'll be right back with you. Well, our meatballs are done. As you can see, I've taken a few out, so I've set up a plate to show you exactly, what it'll look like. And also our sauce is done, and I threw some pineapple in there, and you'll just ladle this on there. I didn't put I wanted it to cool some before I threw the green onion in, but basically you can just throw that over the top because the heat kind of makes it turn and get soft. So it always looks prettier if you just touch up. So here we go. I did cut some fresh pineapple. I used a type of rice. I just used this right here, steamable fresh bird's eye, and it's a brown rice with a mixture and wild rices, but it adds a lot of color and it's really pretty. And then I cut some fresh pineapple here to the edges so people could pick it off, but it's already topped. It's ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and you can freeze frame the page where, or segment where I put everything in the ingredients and how it's made by the pound. You can always double it, but it goes a long way. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot, and I hope you'll check out more of my recipes on Angela's Cooking Up Trouble on Facebook pages. So enjoy and have a good day.